Hey, what's up guys? Today is day 15 of my solid food vacation juice cleanse. And I'm going to talk about spirituality today and how this cleanse has affected me consciously. I got a good question yesterday and I figured I'd make a video about it. But before I touch on that, I've been talking a lot about physical stuff, so I just want to say one more thing in this video before I get going on the good stuff, is that you can see how skinny I am, right? So I've been having a bowel movement every single day. And so like you would look at me and be like, well, where's it coming from? I haven't eaten solid food in 14 days. Today's 15. And it's just crazy because I keep having a bowel movement every day and a good amount of stuff is coming out. So that's just a testament to me to know that even when you think you're pretty healthy, there's a lot of undigested food in you and there's a lot of stuff that needs to come out. So the question pretty much was, did I experience any shifts in my consciousness or my awareness since doing the cleanse? And how has it affected me vibrationally and spiritually? So I have noticed small shifts in my consciousness and my awareness. But before I get into that, I want to say that I have just gotten started on what I believe is going to be this more spiritual aspect of this, because the first couple weeks I was dealing with a lot of stuff that I hadn't dealt with, and I mean it's still coming up, but I'm no longer able to suppress it. So I got through a lot of blockages, which now I feel like physically, I'm over that part, so now I can really start focusing on manifesting better spiritual practices and better things that are going to help me grow consciously, spiritually, and gain more awareness. I feel like 2 days ago really was the breaking point when I finally felt like I'm more free. So what I can say, the shift in my consciousness has been I was able to see a lot of my patterns, so I was more aware of my patterns, and I've been able to have more of a clear head so I can deal with these patterns and see them for what they really are and kind of see where they stem from. So that was really hard for me to do before this. I knew kind of what was going on, but I didn't have the energy, the internal energy to really try to deal with it. It was just too much work in my opinion. It was just too much. But now I have this like sense of just I'm more positive, I guess you could say. So it's a lot easier for me to be like, look at that, look at what I've been doing, and look, that's why I'm here, and you know, look at this pattern and that's why I'm getting this. And so my awareness has grown tremendously, and it's only been 2 weeks, and I can only imagine what's going to happen in the coming time. But yeah, it's just crazy that I am being able to pick apart little things in my life and understand where they're coming from. And so my awareness has definitely grown, and then I'm more conscious of the things that I do. So I guess it's easier for me to see in the moment why I'm choosing what I'm choosing and how I'm kind of like playing the game. It's been a lot easier to kind of see that. But again, like I said, I'm just getting into this. So because for the first 2 weeks I was just trying to stay on the cleanse, like I was just really trying to do it. But now I'm kind of in the flow of the cleanse, so now I feel like my mind will be less distracted on food and things like that, and I can start doing more of the real work. I can also see my potential way more clear. Like I know what I can do in this world, and I know that like I'm more positive about it. Like I can see that I have unlimited potential and I can literally do whatever I want to do. This cleanse, I think, just getting through like the mind trip of it all, like just proving to myself that I can do anything. Like I have willpower, you know, and I have the ability to choose. So I can use my willpower to choose things that might be difficult in the moment, but they're going to have the greater good. Like, you know, wake up and meditate for at least 5 minutes, even if you don't feel like it. because you know that making that choice is going for the greater good. So it's easier for me to make those positive choices. And, you know, I haven't had a big revelation or anything, or like, you know, this is exactly what's going on, but I feel like it's going to happen. I just have to stay open to it. And then this has affected me vibrationally. I definitely feel like I'm raised up again, because I've been at this level before with raw food though, and I definitely feel like I'm up, because the thing is that there's a lot of low vibe things around me, and even the place that I work, you know, I have to work around meat, and I know where that comes from, and it does make me sad. But since I keep bumping up, my ability to handle the low vibe stuff is a lot easier, because I feel like my vibration is getting big enough to where instead of like getting sucked into some of the low vibes that are around me, I'm actually like bringing the vibe of the room up just by being in it. And the negativity just doesn't affect me as much anymore. It's just like I'm not at that level. Like you can say whatever you want to me, and I'm just like, okay, I'm freaking awesome. I don't care what you think. Like, it's interesting to see. Like, I definitely feel like that has happened. But I will mention too, I'm not that spiritual. Like I am, but I'm not this kind of person that you know, that's all I really think about, and I'm not you know, I'm just not into that stuff that way, but I'm into personal growth, which kind of ties into spirituality. So the way that I'm answering this might not be like cookie cutter spirituality, but maybe it is. I just like I said, the only reason I know about spirituality is because I went on raw food, and I learned that there's something greater than me that is allowing me to do this, have this experience, or you know, something like that. And then so raw food in general affected me spiritually, and it got me into being spiritual, where I just have faith in something higher. But then this juice cleanse is just reminding me of that, and it's reminding me that like this is a gift, and like I said before, anything's possible. And I'm just excited because this is just the beginning. I can feel it building. I feel like I'm going to have one of those nights. Maybe it'll be a sleepless night, something where, you know, because one thing that I have been doing more is asking for more help. I have this problem about asking for help. So, you know, when I'm white knuckling it, when I want to eat something and all that, like especially the first week, you know, I finally asked for help, and I got it. I felt it immediately. I was like, wow, I'm really open to receive. So this has allowed me to be more open to receive energy from others, which I have to be careful about, and then also God or the universe or whatever you want to say. I'm a lot more sensitive to that, and I'm also very sensitive to the vibrations around other people. So I know, even though they don't affect me as much, I can tell, like, okay, I need to get out of here. I need to go. I need to do something else, because, you know, I can just feel it. But yeah, another thing that I've really noticed is that I'm more okay with just being like quiet and being by myself. Like my mind isn't running a million miles an hour. So I feel like I'm learning more about like how to just be, and how to just sit there and just be myself and not need anything. And because before this, I would like need to distract myself with like YouTube or this and that always, and like obviously smoking all the time. But yeah, since I've been doing this, it's just like my mind is just like boom. And like I still get anxiety sometimes, but like I can already tell like it's gonna be gone by the end of this. Depression, anxiety, all that stuff is going to be gone, and I'm going to have the tools to know how to deal with it, because I'm learning about myself more. And then probably the last thing that I've noticed is that I feel more connected to my purpose, which is obvious to me because I was running away from it from so long. I don't know what I was scared of, but I was afraid of. I knew that this is what I'm supposed to do, and for some reason I was afraid of becoming my greatest version, because once I try, then I know if I'm going to fail or not. But like, this is my purpose. My purpose is to teach about raw food and help people learn that they don't need to suffer, and that anyone can benefit from doing cleansing. And so I just feel more connected with what I'm supposed to do, and then things just keep happening that are putting me in that place. Like, I'm planning on doing the Robert Morris. Oh, here we go. Robert Morris, International School of Detoxification. I can't believe I haven't done it yet. Like, I've watched probably well over 100 hours of his videos, just like in the background, or literally sitting down and watching him and just being like, whoa, I know a lot more than I did. And I think the vibrational thing makes sense too, because now I'm in that vibe, and now it seems like so much easier. Before, I'm like, oh man, I have to save up money, and then it's like $600, and then like, all this like negative talk. And now it's just like, okay, I'm gonna do it. Okay, it's gonna happen. Do I want to do this? Okay, it's gonna happen. So I'm putting myself more in the flow of just knowing that everything's going to work out, and just knowing that it's going to be okay, and everything is going to happen. Like, just like everything's lining up in my life right now. And I'm not going to say it's only the cleanse, but the cleanse is allowing me to see that like it's been lining up the whole time. Like, everything's been lining up. Like, the people that I work with, I'm affecting in certain ways. And I've gotten 2 of the girls that I work with to be vegetarian now, like, just from being around me and seeing what I do, and then like seeing like, oh wow, your skin always looks good. You never gain weight. You never have fluctuating weight. You're always like the same, or you might be getting stronger because I was working out for a while, but it was never like, oh, I'm eating this, so now I have like a weight problem or something. So it's just like being in my vibe. I'm affecting people. And then with Sensitive Juice Cleanse, it's just like they don't really talk about it, but they can tell that I'm different, and it's just like, again, like more positive. And I just find it easier to be authentic. And I think that just ties into my awareness of myself has grown to where I want to do less of the game where I'm like, okay, I'm going to not say certain things because I need to help like keep your reality okay. It's like, no, I'm going to just speak my truth, and this is my reality. And if you want to come to my vibe, then you can, but I'm not going to come down to your vibe and tell you things that you want to hear. I have to do it to an extent at my work, because I'm not going to tell people, you should be raw food vegan when they're out to eat Mexican food. But you know what I mean? Like, I can do what I can. And, just some people came into work the other day, or came into my place the other day, and they randomly watched the movie What the Health, and then I just started talking to them about all this stuff. And, it's like I'm attracting more people into my life and more situations into my life because I'm in that vibe, and because I am more open to it, and because it's what's supposed to be. Like, that is the secret. Like, that's how you manifest stuff. You put yourself there, and then you just let things come to you, and you continually work towards things. So you're not just sitting there hoping. You're putting yourself in the situations, or you're out there, you're doing this, you're contacting people are contacting you. And so I guess that is all I can say about that. I don't know how good of an answer that is. Like I said, to me it's kind of hard to explain spirituality, and it's kind of hard for me to explain, everything that I'm going through, but that's a lot of it. And I hope that we can all continue to grow and learn more about ourselves, because to me, spirituality is connecting to yourself and knowing why you do things, how you do things, what you want to do. And through all of that, knowing that it's already been done. It's already been taken care of. You can relax. Just keep keep moving forward, but you can relax while you're moving forward. You don't need to be running at a mile a minute, you know? And that's one of the big things I learned, that you don't have to keep pushing. Like, you got to make steps, but you don't need, like, as long as you're aware and as long as you're looking, everything you need is going to come to you. You just need to be awake enough to see that is what's happening, you know? So, yeah, that's all I have for today, guys. Thanks a lot for watching. I got a lot of ideas for some new videos coming up. Just kind of talking like this, different concepts that I've thought of, because I've had a lot more time to think about things because I'm not distracting myself with so much other stuff. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already to see more videos like this, more about health, more about my juice cleanse, and yeah, I hope to see you guys soon.